something isn't right here. So here's the scenario. You're looking through the World Wide Web, researching a project, but don't quite know where to start. A quick search on the popular search engines on a specific topic might lead you to the ever-tempting Wikipedia, but citing said article purely based on its wording can be a bit misleading if the information that is being cited doesn't quite line up with the article. In this case, what I am referring to is the highlighted section here of this VeggieTales movie on Wikipedia. For whatever reason, someone added in the blurb saying that it was re-released on August 17th of 2021 by Lionsgate, despite the fact that it wasn't 2021 at the time of the recording of that video. And secondly, the VeggieTales movie had no affiliation with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, certainly not the ones that were based in the 80s. As a result, the Wikipedia article at some point was cleaned up to remove said mentioning of this release. With that said, Wikipedia is a good starting point to find cited articles on certain topics. After all, without citations, you might as well be able to type just about anything there, so there is some merit. Still, look at the citations and not the wiki page itself if you can. With that said, you also want to make sure that said information that you're finding is still relevant. Sure, there is information out there that never goes out of style. For example, finding an interview on the development of an old video game. However, some information out there can become obsolete and outdated. For example, say you're looking for a solution on an unexpected issue with a piece of software. Let's say Open Broadcaster software, or OBS. In this scenario, you can only find solutions to your problem on older versions of the software, where it can't apply to the current version of the software because the user interface has changed, with some options no longer existing in said version of the software. Now, technically this information wouldn't be outdated for the older versions of the software that the people are talking about, but most people would just be using the latest updates whenever possible. Not to mention most companies out there recommending us to use the latest version of their software whenever possible. But this issue can apply to just about any other software that has undergone several changes and updates for years and years, including operating systems themselves. One more thing is that when doing research, make sure that the website and/or people hosting it are credible. For example, there are websites out there that are dedicated to creating just satire, and should not be taken seriously unless you just want a laugh. However, some sites may not be so obvious, so a good rule of thumb is researching the site and making sure that their reputation is in good standing. It also helps to cross-check their information with the reported information of other sites, just to make sure that what you're reporting is also true. Oh, and one last aspect worth mentioning about a website would be its web design. Now, with the exception of websites designed to deliberately be as bad as possible, a website should strive to look distinguished yet professional at the same time. But it isn't just looks, however. A website must have a clear and defined user interface, where if someone were to click on a certain part of the user interface, they will be taken to that area. As a result, a website should always have its most important features at the forefront, so that it will be easily noticed by anyone. Now yes, technically web design has nothing to do with what people are saying per se, in terms of the information being factual. However, you always want to put your best foot forward when presenting the information. That's it for this mission. See you next time with something else. Bye!